Hello, and welcome to another episode of Explore Maple Grove, the podcast that takes you in an exciting journey to all the wonders of our beloved town. I'm Shari McGuire, your local realtor and dedicated explorer, and I'm thrilled to be your guide today. Joining us on this adventure today is Marcia Ford, and she is the trading general manager for Caribou Coffee across from the Maple Grove Hospital. And in case you didn't know, Caribou actually started in Edina in 1992 and is still headquartered in Minnesota. So get ready to dive into the heart of Maple Grove, uncovering hidden gems, remarkable stories, and connecting with the vibrant community that makes this place so special. Welcome, Marcia.
Hi, thanks.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you here today. And I can't wait to learn more about your journey and this wonderful coffee shop. I know, take me back to when this opened. Didn't it open like right before the pandemic shut down?
Yep, exactly 1 week before the pandemic shut down everything.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was
Yep.
so sad because I'd been watching it get built because my son does karate over at Dojo Karate just down the road a little
Yep.
bit. And we watched it get built, and I love coming to Caribou. It's got the best iced tea on the planet, a mango black iced tea. And I was like, oh, those poor guys, they built this brand new thing. And so then did you open up for drive-through then at all?
Yep, I wasn't here yet, but they opened up for the drive-through. It took a huge hit, but they stayed open because of the hospital right beside us and the doctors and nurses. There wasn't any place for them to go to grab a sandwich, get anything to
Okay.
drink, and this was just right across the street.
Okay, that was nice and handy.
Yeah,
Thank goodness for that.
yep.
So tell us your journey about being at Caribou as an employee for them.
Well, I used to work at McDonald's and then I started at Caribou 5.5 years ago.
Mhm.
I started over at the Osseo location. And when I went in there, the bosses and the people were all really, really supportive. It was an unbelievable change for me.
Hmm.
Um, the customers base, they're super happy because they get coffee.
Yes,
So-
that's great.
And I started out as a general manager. I built up my team. To the people, and became hugely successful over there.
Okay,
And my boss came to me and said, I have this other store and I need someone to run it. Would you be willing to switch? And I did because it was him, because I have an amazing boss,
uh-huh.
and came over here and we put everything together. It took us a couple of years, but
Yeah.
like about a year, and we got everything going. And I have just an outstanding team. All the kids are from around here, and Maple Grove has been such a positive influence on. I mean, Osseo is right next to Maple Grove.
Mhm.
It's just been an amazing journey.
Yeah, well, it is great. You have wonderful team members that work hard. They know what the heck they're doing, and they're friendly, and they remember you. And that actually means a lot to me when I'm going into different Caribous, because I go out for coffee with a lot of different people for business. And there's places I go in where I've been there a lot of times and they know who I am, but they act like they've never seen me before. And so this is wonderful. It's kind of like cheers going,
I was just gonna say, it's like the norms thing. We have guests and we hear them over the headset, or they're coming inside and they're already getting like yours. We already know you need your mango iced tea and they'll have it ready for you and your husband. And we do that for many, many of our regular customers.
which is super fun because
Yes.
then you feel appreciated and like it's a small town, even though it's not.
Yep.
But that you can get in Maple Grove, even though it's not a small town.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So what would be a common myth about running a coffee shop, do you think, that is not true?
People seem to assume that it's not something you can live on. And it is definitely, I go home happy.
Okay.
I can pay all my bills
Uh-huh.
and have such a fun time doing it. I'm not gonna leave.
That's good.
I'm never gonna leave. And the people, it's like a community. We have our own little community
Mhm.
inside of the place. I know the vice president comes in and
Okay.
talks to us, and the CEO has been in, and it's just all like a very tight knit community.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And even the clients here, I mean, those of us that are regulars, we know each other.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, and it was sad because I had some that were friends from a different Caribou location before the pandemic that I didn't see them for that whole year, and now we found each other at different Caribous
Yeah.
again, and that's been fun. to catch up with them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a little missing out on your family. How about one of the big challenges that you're facing right now and what you're doing to overcome
Um, we did have a staffing crisis.
it? Okay.
That was huge for us. And I've just filtered through and picked out some of the best kids I've ever worked with
Okay.
in my entire career. I mean, 30 years at McDonald's, 5 years here, and I have some of the best kids that I've ever worked with.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and that was the biggest challenge out of anything I've done in the years I've worked for Caribou.
Okay.
But they're all incredibly loyal.
Good.
So
That's good.
people stay and work for their boss. And
Absolutely.
when they quit a job, it's usually because of the boss.
That's true anywhere.
Yeah,
It's not money or whatever that people will say. It's the boss. And I know I've left jobs for bosses because
Yep.
it's like you can't deal with it anymore and they're not going anywhere. So you have to go somewhere.
yep.
But they have the best boss on the planet
Oh.
here, so they're not going anywhere.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah. So how about something that your customers would say they love the most about being here as a customer?
We do give out surveys, and on our surveys, we are always a 10 on friendliness.
Okay.
I mean, a 10 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
So
Good.
I just preach to them that if you go above and beyond for your customers, they will continue to come back.
Mhm.
And that's how you build a business.
Yeah.
Is you're loyal to your customers and they will come back. And so the friendliness, they hear from me all the time. They're probably sick of hearing about it, but 100%, we want to be friendly to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you guys do a good job with it.
We
I mean, that's
really
certainly
try.
so
And
welcome.
people at the hospital, they're having their best day or their worst day.
Mhm.
And so we want to make them feel better.
Yeah, which is cool. And coffee can do that, although
Yes.
for me, it's tea. But you know, it's Caribou. So last question would be like, what do you love most about Maple Grove?
People in Maple Grove have been so welcoming and so nice. Like I said, I worked mainly in Blaine and Brooklyn Center when I worked for McDonald's, and then I came to Caribou, and we're right on the border of Maple Grove, and then we're here in Maple Grove.
Mhm.
And our customer base, I get compliments all the time for people who come from other stores, and they're like, customers are so nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
and I can have a conversation with just about anybody that walks in. They're just really open, and
Okay.
and I love that.
That is so interesting that the
Yes.
customers are nice. Maybe like there's some magic that happens as they walk in the door.
I don't know, but it's like everywhere I go. I mean, I was just at Walmart and I had a conversation with a lady in the middle of Walmart
Okay.
today.
Was she a customer here? that you were
No.
just talking to her? Oh, okay.
It's just everywhere I go in Maple
Okay.
Grove. It's
Thank
just,
you.
they're really open and very, very nice.
Yeah, it's cute with my son teaching karate and the little ones, the 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds. When they see him out and about, they'll come up running up.
So
to Mr.
excited.
McGuire, and it's so cute. He's like the rock star to them,
I love
so it's
that.
super sweet. So anyway, well, great. It was so awesome to get a chance to sit and talk with you here, Marcia, today. And any last thoughts before we go?
No, I just want to thank you. I love this place and I love talking about it,
Yeah.
and you gave me that opportunity. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Well, good. Well, I appreciate your time today. And so thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us. It was such a pleasure to bring to you another business owner locally. And I hope that you enjoyed this and will come on out to Caribou. I will put the location down below this video, but it's just right across the street from the hospital. Can't miss it. So thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.